When you go there, do you look and say what might have been?
It's painful. The vision we had won almost every design award in the country. It was a once-in-a-lifetime project, and to see that now being dragged through the mud, through a political partisan battle is very difficult. So I do drive by it regularly. I've been back once or twice, but it's been difficult. This was, as I said to you earlier, this is probably one of the most exciting and community-changing projects I've ever been involved with. To work on a 1,400-acre project that could have changed Southern California is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. To have worked with these 40 people who were the best in their fields from all over the world was a once-in-a-lifetime experience. And to now have the integrity of this group and this project questioned is confounding, really confounding. So for me, to have done this on schedule and on time with all the complexity that it involved, I'm extremely proud of. There's nothing that we have done on this project that I'm in any way ashamed of. In fact, I'm extremely proud of it, and I'm proud of the team that worked on it. Every single decision on this project was made by the Great Park Board, the City Council. It was overseen by their staff and by Bovis Lend-Lease, who was the program manager that was hired to do this work for them. We won every design award in the country, every design award worth winning. And our project received accolades from staff and from anyone who looked at it and was involved with it. So for me, this so-called audit is really a partisan battle that's happening at the City Council. It's a waste of money and time, not only on their side, but putting us through this and what we have to do. And to me, I believe the truth will prevail. Our website shows that. And I can't wait till that gets done and we put that behind us and can move on to business as usual.
So you feel when this forensic audit is done, you guys will be cleared?
I believe so. I believe the truth will prevail.
Can you talk about from the preliminary claims from the audit that you guys, that Gafcon was not properly vetted?
In the 35 years, I have never, and Gafcon has never been vetted to the extent we were on this project. The vetting process went through 2 independent juries, a public vote, including visits to the offices and the projects in New York, where the corporation board, city staff, the city council, the developer around us came for 2 days, and we went through the most intensive interview process that I have ever been through in my whole career. So to me, it was absolutely absurd to say that we were not properly vetted.
So they knew what they were getting into when they hired you?
Absolutely, and if you look at the video, you'll see the City Council talking about the vetting process and actually saying how blown away they were by the work Gafcon did on the project.
They also said that invoices submitted by Gafcon were insufficient. Why would the auditors say that?
I have no idea. I believe it's patently false. Our invoices on this project went through more review than anything we've ever gone through on any project. The largest program manager in the world got paid $10 million to review our work, including our invoices. Sometimes we had to wait 90 to 120 days to get paid because of the review cycles. So there was multiple levels of review, from the program manager to the corporation, the Great Park Corporation, to the city, before we got paid. So this went through scrutiny that I've never been through in my whole career.
Okay, and your invoices, do you have any examples of how they're standard for this industry?
Our invoices on this project were beyond the standard for the industry. Some of the invoices were a foot thick with all the backup that had to go in with them. It was, as I said, reviewed by multiple parties, multiple times, with questions every time that we had to answer and resolve. So this was reviewed from the inside out before we got paid.
The auditors in the preliminary report said neither Gafcon nor Ken Smith would talk to them. Why would you not talk to them?
That's also patently untrue. When they called us to interview us, we asked them for the questions. They refused to give us the questions. This is one of the most complex projects I've ever worked on that we finished on schedule and on budget. And to expect me to go and sit in front of an auditor with hundreds of thousands of dollars of documents 5 years after we did the work and expect me to answer questions on the record is unreasonable. We have always been a community involved firm, and personally I'm involved in the community. And what that means to me as a corporate citizen is really being involved in philanthropy, in education, in politics, because ultimately that's what makes the area we live in. And to obfuscate and say I'm not going to be involved, to me, isn't the answer. I think we've got to try and make things better for our community, for our children, for our region. And I think being involved philanthropically and politically is the only way to do that. We give money to organizations, both politically and philanthropically, that we feel aligned with, that are doing good things for our region. And I'm never going to stop that. It's very much part of our DNA and part of what we do. We believe we do it ethically. We believe in the organizations and entities we give to. And again, I just feel it's what being a good corporate citizen is all about. Because if every business said we're going to step out of this and not be involved, what would happen to the foundations and to the philanthropies and to the Boys and Girls Clubs that do such good work with kids who don't have the means to do this sort of stuff? So I believe in it, and we're going to continue doing that.